What makes an adventure game memorable? Is it the size of its world, the number of enemies you defeat, or the amount of content it can pack into a single experience? Sometimes the most enjoyable adventures are the ones that simply let you explore, take your time, and discover something new without constantly pushing you forward. Gecko Gods takes that approach and builds its entire experience around curiosity instead of focusing on massive combat systems, complex progression, and endless objectives. This adventure is about exploring a mysterious world, solving environmental puzzles, and seeing where your instincts lead you. Playing as a small gecko, you will travel across a series of ancient islands filled with lost temples, hidden secrets, and the remains of civilization that has disappeared over time. The game wants you to slow down, look around, and appreciate the world it has created. But with such a simple and relaxed design, does Gecko Gods deliver a truly memorable adventure, or does its lack of complexity hold it back from greatness? So with that being said, let's break it down. The story of Gecko Gods takes a much quieter approach than most adventure games. Instead of relying on constant dialogue, cutscenes, or a large cast of characters, the game allows its environment to tell most of the story. You begin your journey as a small gecko who becomes separated from his family after being swept away by the ocean. After arriving on a group of unknown islands, you are surrounded by an ancient world filled with a mysterious ruin, forgotten temples, and strange structures left behind by a lost civilization. As you explore these islands, you will discover clues about the history of this world through tablets, symbols, and hidden locations. The game does not explain everything directly, instead, trusting players to piece together the events that took place before your arrival. Eventually, you learn about the Gecko Gods, powerful beings connected to the islands, and the forces that once protected this ancient land. Your journey becomes less about defeating a great evil and more about restoring a connection between the world and these mysterious powers. This storytelling style may not satisfy us gamers who want a heavy narrative experience, but it works well with the type of adventure Gecko Gods is trying to create. The game is more interested in making you feel like an explorer discovering a lost world than someone following a strictly written story. The biggest strength of the story is how well it connects with the gameplay. Every ruin, every secret area, and every discovery feels like another piece of a much larger mystery waiting to be found. One of the first things that stand out about Gecko Gods is its presentation. This is a game that creates its identity through its visual style, atmosphere, and overall sense of peaceful exploration. The art style is colorful, charming, and full of personality. Each island has its own unique look, from ancient temples covered in vegetation to beautiful beaches, hidden caves, and massive structures that invite you to start climbing. The world design is where the game really shines. Even when you are simply moving through an area, there is always something that catches your attention. A distant structure on top of the mountain, a secret path behind the waterfall, a small detail in the environment can easily turn into your next discovery. The lighting also does a great job of bringing these locations to life. Bright sunlight, reflections on the water, and the contrast between open spaces and dark ancient ruins help each area feel distinct. The gecko itself is also full of charm. Its animations, movement, and small detail makes it an enjoyable character to control throughout the entire adventure. The sound design completes the experience with natural ambient sounds that helps create a relaxing atmosphere. The sound of water moving, wind passing through the environment, and wildlife in the distance makes the islands feel more alive. The music also matches the game's design perfectly, providing calm and atmospheric tracks that encourage you to take your time and enjoy the journey. Technically, Gecko Gods provides a smooth experience with the PlayStation 5 version running at 60 frames per second. Overall, the presentation is one of the game's biggest success stories. It creates a world that feels relaxing, beautiful, and easy to get lost in. The core of Gecko Gods is its exploration system. This is not a game built around constant action or complex mechanics. Instead, it focuses on movement, discovery, and finding your own path throughout the world. The main feature that defines the experience is the gecko's ability to climb almost any surface. Walls, ceilings, temples, and massive structures all become part of your playground. This ability completely changes how you view the world. A building is no longer just something you walk around. It becomes an entire area to explore from every possible angle. Climbing is where Gecko Gods feel the most unique. The game constantly encourages you to look up, search around, and experiment with your movement. Many of the best discoveries come from simply wondering, what happens if I go over there? Puzzles also play an important role throughout the adventure. You will find environmental challenges that require you to activate machines, move objects, change water levels, and find creative ways to open new paths. These puzzles are designed to keep the experience relaxing rather than frustrating. They are not about testing your patience, they are about rewarding your curiosity. Traveling between islands also adds to the experience, using your boat to move across the water, create a nice break between exploration sections, and allows you to appreciate the world around you. While the game does include some combat elements, they are clearly not the main focus. Enemies are simple encounters that can usually be handled quickly, keeping the attention on exploration. This design choice works because Gecko Gods understands exactly what kind of game it wants to be. It is not trying to compete with action-heavy adventures. It is a game about discovery, realization, and enjoying the journey. Even though Gecko Gods delivers a charming experience, it does have some issues that prevents it from being a perfect adventure. The biggest problem is the camera. Because climbing is such a major part of the game, camera control is extremely important. Unfortunately, there are times when the camera can become difficult to manage, especially when moving upside down or navigating small areas. There are moments where it becomes hard to judge distances or understand exactly where you need to go next. The climbing system, while creative, can also feel inconsistent at times. Most of the experience works well, but occasionally the gecko may fail to connect with the surface or move exactly how you expect. The gameplay loop can also become repetitive. After longer play sessions, many objectives eventually follow similar patterns, involving activating switches, finding paths, or completing environmental puzzles. There are also some technical issues, including minor visual imperfections and occasional interaction problems. None of these issues completely ruin the experience, but they do keep Gecko Gods from reaching a higher level of polish. Gecko Gods is a beautiful and relaxing adventure that offers something different from many modern games. Its biggest strengths are its unique climbing mechanics, charming visual styles, peaceful atmosphere, and the freedom it gives players to explore at their own pace. This is not a game about massive battles, complex systems, or constant action. It's all about taking your time, following your curiosity, and enjoying the world around you. However, camera issues, repetitive puzzles, and some technical problems hold it back from being a must-play experience. Even with those issues, Gecko Gods still provide a charming adventure that will appeal to players looking for something calm, creative, and different. For that, I give Gecko Gods a 3 out of 5. Thank you for watching the Gamer Section, your home for gaming reviews, indie coverage, news, and everything gaming. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more gaming content. This has been Kano from the Gamer Section, and I will see you next time.